I feel so cool. Thanks, baby. I love this thing. I don't know how much I'm gonna vlog today. It's Christmas. I just want to be present. But I did want to show off my sweater.
Take a video.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody has a toy.
Oh, we know.
We know.
Carly, did you get roller skates?
No, these are mine.
Weird.
Yeah, look what I got.
No, look at you.
I know.
Godzilla mad look.
That's funny. Oh, and Mom's got the good stuff. Let me zoom in on that good stuff. Browsing for a long time.
For penalty.
Oh no. Pizza.
You have some cheese over there.
Bit more oregano for my comfort zone. Chef. Oh, that looks good. Nothing to see here. Literally nothing to see here. It's all gone. There it is. Literally all gone. Yeah. Trying to catch me in the act, but
Why? Drive in the car with me. It would have been enough.
my brother got me this cute pig calendar for Christmas this year, which must mean it's time for me to talk about the new year. I am a 30-year-old surrounded by squishmallows. These are our throw pillows. David and I are in our early 30s, and our only couch throws are squishmallows that are specific to Cedar Fair amusement parks. This one, of course, Carowinds, Ferry 325. That is not important. Happy New Year! Did you hear my voice just crack? Oh my goodness. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. My name's Sammy Jo. For those of you who don't know, it's 2023. I haven't got it wrong yet. I just finished up my first work day in like a week and a half. Boy, that was a glorious week and a half. I played a lot of Stardew Valley and I ate a lot of good food. And I napped. That was crucial to me feeling my best, to sitting here doing this video for you. What are my hands? But I do have a little guideline that I'm gonna read from because we're talking about the new year. We're talking about resetting, goal setting, intentions, and all that good stuff. So I first just want to talk about my 2022. I really think it might have been the best year of my life, just to put it bluntly. So I still have my planner for a little longer. I just wanted to, like, you know, go through it because my planners are partly journals. You know, I document all the things that were like good through the day, notes from my therapy, workouts, different things. Like, oh my, I started last year with such a bang. It's day 2. It's January 2nd of 2022, and I'm running replay for my second ever Bengals game. That was the day we were the AFC North champions, and that was a big deal. I couldn't believe that I had gotten there. I could go on, but 2022 was my favorite year. I grew so much in the control room, behind the camera, at replay. I learned some new positions. I got back into photography. I took YouTube a little bit more seriously. And beyond all that, I just had so much time with my family and friends. David and I went on our first road trip, like a big road trip together that wasn't just like 4 hours north into Ohio, but we went to Virginia and Carolina, saw the mountains and rode roller coasters. Now, of course, were there setbacks? Yeah. I ended up getting COVID at the tail end of our road trip. I got the flu this year for the first time ever. It was good and bad that I didn't work as much. I had a bit of breakdowns and fully burnt out over just how much I was working, but it was good for me to put that into perspective so that I could take time to heal myself. And so even though I didn't make as much money as it maybe I normally would have, like pre-pandemic and everything, I think it was for the better. My therapy has gone really, really well. I moved out of my first home and I moved into my first home with David. Even though we'll only be here for a few months, it's our first like experience really living together. And as I was going through my planner, I actually found my resolutions for 2022. And it's cool to look back on these. You know, I'm not like, even though I'm doing this right now, I like resolutions. I'm not huge huge on like you have to stick to your resolutions, because I think you can grow and change at any time, and I think you can like set new goals. You don't have to wait till January 1st. I mean, you can start a new adventure any day of the year. You don't have to wait for January 1st to be like, I'm going to bodybuild or whatever. You know, you can do that August 6th. Okay, so let's talk about 2022. How did I do? So the first thing I wanted to do was to put myself first, because my life changed dramatically very fast once I did put myself first. Continue healthy eating and exercising, not overworking myself, but working hard when I'm there and when I can. So that's kind of like a weird blended goal, to not overwork myself, but working hard when I'm there and when I can. That kind of applies to working out, but I think I was more talking about my freelancing, which I did great at. I managed to work a lot. In fact, this is the year that I went to Iowa for a mind-blowing dream job, one-of-a-kind experience. I still can't believe I did that. But in every other sense, I still managed to work quite a bit of games, but I said no more than I ever have in my life at the same time. It was a very good year for work-life balance. And to finish that second point, working hard when I'm there and when I can, just because I'm not working as much or overworking myself like I used to, doesn't mean I don't work hard when I'm there. I've still proved that I am a reliable employee and I'm very good at what I do. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep on with that. Continuing healthy eating and exercising. I kind of did that actually last year. After I ran my 5K, I told myself that I'm gonna take a week off of exercising when I'm done with the 5K. And that might have been one of the dumber choices I've ever made. Hear me out. So that week snowballed into like 2 weeks. I did like 1 to 3 workouts a month instead of a week. And then my eating habits were not the best. It was a little frustrating because I was on such a roll all year up to the 5K. The 5K was great. Later that month, I had hit my lowest weight since starting my weight loss in 2020. So last August in 22, I was like 143 pounds, which is the lowest I've ever weighed in my life. I was finally under the overweight mark according to the BMI. And then since Halloween, I gained like 7 pounds since Halloween. I'm steadily getting back under 150 pounds. Great, and that's not obese, I'm not in like any medical danger for being this weight. At this point, I am aware that beyond getting back to a normal weight for my height, keep in mind I think I'm 5'4", but I might actually be 5'3". But I am fully aware that beyond getting to a normal weight, it's kind of a vanity measure for me. But that's okay because I want to feel good in my body, And what would help me is losing some extra pounds. Want to do more and see more. Okay, so I want to travel more as much as I can, try new things, and volunteer. I can tell you right now, I did not volunteer in 2022. I wish I had. I did travel more. I wish I had gone to more new places. I absolutely love Universal Orlando. My family and I go there a lot. But at my day job, I still only get 2 weeks of vacation time because I haven't hit the 5-year mark yet as a full-time employee. So I want to use that time wisely. I want to take advantage of seeing new places. This year I did do that. Like I mentioned, David and I went on our little road trip. I went camping, which I have never done in my life before, but David and his family and friends, they love camping. So that was something I got to experience for the first time. And I really like it. I want to get more used to it. So I think we're going to do more camping trips this year. And I said in 2022 I want to create more with photo and video and put more music in my life. So I wasn't, super duper musical, but I mean, that's okay. I still sang a whole ton. As soon as Taylor Swift came out with Midnights, I was learning every song. But create more with photo and video. Photography, some, but I had a lot of fun doing video with YouTube videos, making my Instagram reels and shorts. That was a lot of fun for me, and I'm excited to keep showing up and doing more with that. 2 more things for 2022 before I move on. Run a 5K and do 5 push-ups. Not on my knees, just like 5 real push-ups. I did do the 5K. I'm freaking proud of myself for that. 5 push-ups. At some point in the year, I did get to 5, even 6, and then I just didn't keep up with it. It was right after the 5K where I kind of let myself go and relax a little bit. So my upper body strength is no. And then the last little thing I had here was to be more environmentally friendly in my day-to-day life. Things like grow plants, drive less, do more than just not using straws. I didn't do so hot at that. It's okay, we live and we learn. I did try to grow plants, but they died. Yeah, so is there anything else I wanted to talk about in 2022? I had a goal weight of 140 pounds. Didn't hit that, got super close. That's okay. I wanted to read 12 books in a year. I managed to get to 10 between audiobooks and physical books. So I'd say that's okay. 5K, direct a game. Done that a couple times this year. Camping, build faith in a relationship with God. I think that's always going to be a work in progress, but I am working on that. Get a Jeep. Not even close. Wranglers are expensive, and I want to do another test drive because I feel like I didn't actually care much for the way that they handle when I did try and drive one. My grandpa has a Jeep Liberty that I have borrowed a few times when my car was in the shop. I like the way that one drives, so that's like a good backup for me, but I can't let go of the dream that I had when I was 5 years old and saw Jurassic Park for the first time. I can't. I want a Wrangler. I know it in my heart, I just want a Wrangler. So I think it's, my little guideline here says to review December next, but I think I already went over December pretty well. It was a really light goal month because the holidays were coming and I knew I had this last week to just not do anything, and that was the most productive resting I've ever done. And by that I mean I didn't do a thing and it was really good for my brain and my body. So 2023 resolutions and plans for January. Here we go. The first thing I wrote down was to keep the amount of hustle the same, but dial it up like 1 to 2 notches in order to make a career shift. So, like I said before, I don't want to burn out or overwork myself like I used to. That said, my day job, my take-home income has been the same for 2020, 21, 22, 3 years now. And hi baby. How you doing?
Alright, how are you?
I'm good.
Why you scream?
Why do you scream? Marjorie!
Let your mommy finish up.
So, like I was saying, I don't want to overwork myself like I have in the past. That said, I do want to make some kind of career shift, and I know that means I'm going to put more time into, studying the digital marketing, creating more videos and stuff, and just putting myself out there. To have a number, I don't think I'm going to hit it this month or anything, but I'd like to increase my daytime, full-time job income to $500 a month. That is not going to happen with my current day job, I just know it. So I need to find that elsewhere, or I can start combining all my incomes, which I normally don't do. I like to save all my freelancing income for things like vacations and Christmas time and my taxes, but we'll see. The next thing I wrote down was journaling at least weekly. That has been really beneficial for me. I know it helps out when I go into therapy and she asks if I've been like writing about anything, and that gives me a lot more to talk about. And then I do want to take 1 to 2 days a week off to just not work. I know that's typically the weekend for most people, but for me that involves a lot of sporting events and concerts and stuff. So 1 to 2 days a week, and even if that means just not doing a game after work one night, that'll work for me. And then take like every week to have either Saturday or Sunday to not do an extra game or anything. A whole balanced diet, more protein, more greens, less soda, less alcohol, and less sweet treats. That's gonna be really hard, but it's not even just about like the weight loss or getting more protein in for me or anything. My jaw has been bothering me for months. I keep clenching and grinding and just kind of doing that. And I know that that's more of a mental thing, but I think taking out any kind of food or drink that kind of erodes your enamel in your teeth like that, I think that'll at least help. So I just want to make some cutbacks there. 2 to 4 workouts a week, 1 to 2 cardio days a week, because I do want to do another 5K, maybe even 2. It's so funny, last year I was talking about how I just wanted to do the one 5K, and you never have to run again. But the thing is, guys, I liked it. I really liked doing it. So when it starts to get warmer and depending on where we're living at the time, I want to get back into running, either around the neighborhood or ideally right now I'd run at the gym, just because this neighborhood's not the best for running, just with all the traffic and everything. But I don't have a gym membership right now, so I need to wait a little bit to run. And then 5 push-ups, but for real this time. And as far as weight loss, just to put a number on it, I'd like to hit 130 pounds by the end of 2023. This morning I was sitting at 149, so I think 12 months, I think that's achievable as long as I stay consistent. And then I do have a couple of other general things. I wrote down I want to volunteer some more like I did it all last year, but I really do want to at least one time do some kind of volunteer thing. Learn some new skills in the scoreboards and the control rooms, like I do camera and replay. I have done some directing work before. I'd like to do more directing work because I think that would be amazing. And just some other positions. I wouldn't mind trying out audio or DJing. And then just another like a little feel-good one is just to dress up and clean myself up a little bit more. Just put a little bit more effort into my appearance and feel good. Especially if I plan on being present in front of a camera more. You know, I don't want to just like, I want to do a little bit more than just t-shirt and jeans, even though that's kind of my go-to. Just at least do my hair. This one will be kind of hard just with all my work and everything, but I want to make a point to take one like weekend trip every month and a half or so beyond like big vacations. That will be hard to do. I just want to change the scenery once in a while. David and I are already talking about somewhere warm in like early March, but I was looking at that up today. I think that's like the beginning of spring break. So maybe end of February we'll think about that instead. I don't want to go anywhere super duper crowded. Is that it? Yeah. And then just as far as January, I don't have a ton of goals for January, but I have this cute new planner that I got from Target. It's just a little plaid thing. David thought it was a cookbook when I first got it. It totally looks like a cookbook, but it's a planner. Don't have all my color coding in or anything yet, just because this paper is a little bit thinner than I'm used to. I'll do more color coding when stuff gets like more final. But so far I've only got 2 games. I would like to get maybe 2 more, but I'm still waiting for a few more schedules to come out. And then January is apparently the month where everybody in my life was born. So we got a lot of birthdays coming up. Other than that, there's a little section in this planner where you've got like goals for the month, and it's divided into personal, health, and work. For my personal goals, I do want to go Jeep hunting. Like I said, not sure how I feel about a Wrangler, but it is my dream. But I will also test Liberties and Patriots. I like the shape of those too. I do want to do my daily devotional and meditation at least 5 minutes in the morning, and weekly journaling at least, like I said before. For my health goals, David is exploring a keto diet, and I want to try that out as well. I don't think I would ever go full keto. I do just want to limit the amount of like processed carbs that I take in. 2 to 3 workouts a week, 2 to 3 sweet treats a week, you know, just so I can start easing into that. I don't like to cold turkey anything. It doesn't work for me. And this one is also really hard, but I don't want to be in my bed just scrolling at nighttime. I got 2 new books for Christmas this year I really want to dive into, and I think that'll be a much healthier habit for me. And then for my work goals, I want to earn my digital marketing certification. I still haven't passed that test, guys. I've been working on it. I don't want to take it open note. I want to feel like I actually absorb the information. So I've got some studying to do. And then after that, I'm going to move on to content marketing, because I think that's a little bit more up my alley with all the video creation and all that. I do want to find a video editing gig if possible, or do a photo shoot, just for a little extra money. And then back to the sports freelancing, I would like at least 3 to 4 games. So far I have 2 confirmed. Hopefully I'll get 1 to 2 more. All right, well guys, I think that's everything. So I'm still bad at ending videos, but as you saw, David just got home. So I'm gonna go talk to him and see how his first day back at work went. I hope you are easing into 2023 nicely and that it's gonna be your best year ever. I have a feeling it's gonna be my favorite year too. 2022 was pretty hard to beat though, so we'll see. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.